sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20 years for red minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Cowboys under the lights on Sunday night.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A hand will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Elliott. Dances by him. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal. Harris will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here are the Niners now to get their first drive.
They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the 2nd round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? It might add a touch a little bit.
That's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action, and that gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Well, a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Prescott yet again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
The 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They begin with a run by Davis. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott now. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And the Niners linebackers get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Throwing now is Lance.
Touchdown 49ers.
Danny Gray
from 6 yards away.
And the Niners have taken the lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 2nd and 5 now. Prescott firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the 16, Lance. His throw incomplete. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And Lance going to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Play action, now it's Lance. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Barkley again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
And now here come the Cowboys. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball. Who were playing before versus the team that had the bye. And they take them on, and how often does that team that's been playing before win game 1?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical because now you come in and you get the momentum. You can take them out in that one game, and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game.
And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
A first down carry for Davis. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and
out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st down, Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. From just shy of midfield, Lance. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the option, running left is Lance.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
To throw, it's Lance. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper in 2nd down. 2nd corner action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. first down. Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On second down, Elliott. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Prescott. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Garibay's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A final shot before half for Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And you can see the result there. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now Lance. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Lance on the option right. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Off of play action, here's Lance. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. And Lance again going to keep it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A handoff to Barkley. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And now bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And some room to run now. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A 1st down throw for Prescott.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them. Go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd-quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
The extra point up and good by Garibay. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd and 9, Lance.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. And just a 30-yard punt that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. 104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. From the 45 on second down, Prescott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Prescott from the gun on third. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Jabril Cox there on the tackle. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. The Lance going to throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are. at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 114 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Harris. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Jonathan Garibay out there now, and this is a big pressure spot. This will get the lead up to 7. Garibay's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Garabay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Yeah, the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Lance. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Prescott now from the 50. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. First down, Prescott. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 20-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. But hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Cowboys on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Davis will try to run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.